was just going through my calendar and I realized I had to send in my RSVP for our neighborhood ladies holiday party. Happens every year. I've gone every time. This year I don't believe I'll be able to go, but as I was sending in the RSVP for that and going through my calendar, I was kind of leading up all the weekends and the days and what's happening between now and the first of the year, and it's crazy busy already. In the States, we celebrate Thanksgiving, as you know, and that's the end of February, and many times we don't really start the whole Christmas thing until after Thanksgiving, and then that leaves us 4 little weeks to do all the baking and the cards and the shopping and the wrapping and the decorating, and it just really gets overwhelming. So, as I was trying to map out my plan for, my plan of attack, I was noticing that I had several occasions I needed to go to. And I've been picking up things here and there for Hostess gifts. So basically Hostess gifts can range from inexpensive to quite expensive. It all depends upon the party, the get together, how well you know the person, what their relationship is to you, and so forth. So these are just a few little bits and pieces that I have used in the past and will be using this year for little and larger Hostess gifts for people that I will be going to their home and they're hosting me. So that will be fun. So let's just quickly jump in. I'm gonna start with the smaller items and then move on up to the larger items. And any of these things can be modified to either your taste or your price range. So let's start. First off, I absolutely love the fragrances by Nest. And this is a votive candle, beautiful flocking on the box, so it has such a holiday vibe to it. And this is the holiday scent, the fragrance is holiday, and it just smells so divine. We should open it up and show you. It's got this gold around, little gold bits. So pretty. Oh my. It just smells like the holidays. I am terrible at trying to describe scent. Let's see, pomegranate, mandarin, orange, pine, cloves, and cinnamon with a hint of vanilla and amber. So it's warm, it's cozy, it's inviting. You've got the little hints of cinnamon and vanilla, so you feel like something's been baking. I don't know, it just smells like the holidays. This is a great little gift. Put it in a cute bag, tie it with a ribbon, whatever you'd like to do for someone that you just want to give them something a little special and they can burn it over the holidays. So there's that. And personally, I think there's nothing better than a really nice, especially if it's a nicely milled type of a soap. And depending on how well you know your hostess, if it's a friend of yours from the neighborhood, you're just going over for whatever. Anyway, I think this is a great idea. It is a Jo Malone soap in Blackberry and Bay. Now, Blackberry and Bay happens to be my favorite scent of the Jo Malone fragrances. However, any of the scents will do. They're all amazing. And again, it's just a little something for those times where you want to make sure you bring something, but you don't want to be overwhelming and, to embarrass the host or anybody else who's coming. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those little cute little gifts that you can kind of slip in and it's very appreciated and then used forever. So, well, not forever, but as long as the soap lasts. And then here's a yummy one. I always hesitate to bring food to a dinner party. So if it's not a dinner party, I think it's okay. But if it's a dinner party, to bring food or wine, I'm just kind of careful because I don't want the host or hostess to think that I am asking for them to serve whatever it is I brought. So use your own judgment on that one. But if you do plan to bring anything yummy, I highly recommend these Champagne Bears by Sugarfina. They're made with a Dom Perignon vintage champagne, and they're so good. So it's a cute, amazingly yummy. It's just kind of a fun treat and just special. And not everyone's ever tried these, so it's kind of fun too. So anyway, there's that. Sugarfina, the Champagne Bears. Fun. Okay, now let's say, I cannot say this enough, that you're going someplace and you just want to bring a little something or something that you baked. These type of dishes, I showed you this before in another gift giving guide thing that I said, and I cannot tell you enough. Whenever you see this type of a bowl or basket type of thing, it's ceramic, pick it up. Get it, stash it, you will use it, I promise you. I've given so many of these away in different shapes and sizes. And what I do with them, I've actually found a couple in like silver and gold tones also, which are very, very nice. The whole point of it is that if it has this open weaving and you can just sort of weave, I guess, a ribbon of whatever choice for whatever holiday. You weave that in there, and then you can put some tissue paper or some napkins, like cloth napkin or something, and put a banana bread or some sort of a zucchini loaf or whatever, Christmas cookies, whatever you're wanting to do. And this goes for any holiday. This could be Thanksgiving. You could put a beautiful blue ribbon with silver for Hanukkah. You can do whatever you'd like with this type of a container and this type of a bowl. And I find these many times at places like Home Goods. And I believe that might be where I found this one. No, it doesn't, the thing is off, but they are amazingly versatile. You can put anything in here and decorate it however you like. So this is always a welcome gift. And then of course they use this afterwards. So I love that idea. So don't forget that one. Many people like to bring a bottle of wine whenever they're going somewhere as a gift, which is a wonderful thing, especially if you know the type of wine that the person really enjoys. So when you do give a bottle of wine, I think it's fantastic to date, to just write on the label to date it and put a little wish. But if you're bringing a bottle of wine, it is really nice to add something to it. In this case, I found this snowflake type of a bottle stopper, and you can just tie it on with a pretty ribbon. And then this is your gift. You've got the gift of wine, you've signed the label, and you have this lovely bottle stopper upper for use forever and ever. And I happened to get this one at Pottery Barn, and it was $12, and it's very heavy duty kind of a thing. But these are all over the place in many different cute ways. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can find these in every type of a situation for every type of holiday or season. So I think that makes a really cute gift, especially tied up, you know, together and given that way. Now, let's imagine we're going to someone's home. It's a family. They're having us over for something, a little get together for the holidays. I think it's a really good idea. I mean, it doesn't seem terribly original because everybody kind of does the mug thing all the time. However, if you do a mug with the initials of everyone in the family, let's say it's a mom and dad and 2 children, you can give a mug with their initial on it. For the mom and dad, you can either do like tea for the woman if she, you know, she likes tea, just some special little tea thing in there that you can add to her mug. Maybe some special kind of a coffee for dad, depending on what he likes. The kids can get hot chocolate in little, you can see pouches and things like that they have little marshmallows and whatnot involved. Tie it up. Everyone's got their own mug with their own initial and their own idea of what they can enjoy inside the mug. And then of course they can use this forever and ever. So I think that's a cute gift to do too. I've done that several times. And then also when you're going to someone's home and you know they have a pet, you don't want to forget Fluffy or whatever the cat or dog's name is. And again, I've mentioned this before and I keep this one just in case I need it to. Got this again at Home Goods, but you see them everywhere, these little apothecary type jars. You can get them in all sorts of sizes. Fill it with dog treats, little catnip, you know, treats, whatever it is for the pet, and that's always appreciated. And then they can use this container for anything they want to afterwards, so that's always nice. And then for a few higher price type of items, for a special get together that you're really wanting to do something special for the host, I always like a nice set of cheese knives. Now, this is something that many people have, but many people don't. If you go to people's houses enough, you realize when they're serving cheese, some people just don't have, especially a matching set. Not that anyone has to have a matching set, of course. I went many, many years without anything even close to being a matching set for cheese. But it's nice to have when you bring out the cheese. So you could bring some sort of a chunk of your favorite type of cheese to give with this gift, but just a set of cheese knives is always just a really good thing. This one happens to be a copper set that I found at Nordstrom. It was a very interesting, I think a beautiful, let's see if you can even see the different, you know, the coppery bits there. So pretty, can be used forever. They'll bring them out at different occasions and always think of you, especially if you bring a little chunk of cheese of your favorite kind with it. It's just a great gift that not everyone thinks to give. So I really enjoy that gift idea, and I wish someone would have given me a set of these a long time ago, because I seriously could have used them. And then 2 more things, we're almost finished. Now this may sound a little odd, but it ended up being a very, very kind of a cool thing, actually. We were invited somewhere for a dinner, and we knew the host and hostess quite well, so, you know, we didn't have to worry about being strange. They already knew we are. And I wanted something different. I wanted to give her something just to say thank you, and just as a gift, whatever, right? As you do. Well, it was in the evening, it was dark outside when we came up to the door, and this is what I chose to bring, and it was a huge hit. So I purchased a lantern kind of a thing here, just very similar to this one. And you just open the door, you can just add a candle or whatever inside. I lit the candle, and as we're getting out of the car, I lit the candle and we walked up to the door, rang the doorbell, and we were holding this lit, you know, lantern with candle, and I had a ribbon tied around it, and as they welcomed us into the home, I gave them the gift. And it was just, I don't know, there was something really kind of neat about it. It was really kind of magical, and they were just overwhelmed because it's different, you know, it's just different. And it ended up working out really, really well. So I suggest you try that and see what your host thinks of that. And then of course they can use it, and honestly, you know, it's under $50 total. So in this case, and I got this one at Pottery Barn, and you can find these lanterns wherever. But just to tie a little ribbon around it, light it as you come into the door, it just seems like a very welcoming thing. I'm talking a lot. Anyway, one last gift idea. And this isn't only for host or hostess. To me, this is a great gift to remember each year when there's someone that you love who's celebrating something special, whether it be their first year in their new house. They were married that year. I always think this is a good wedding gift also, if they celebrate Christmas. Maybe a birth of a child, just something special that happened that year that they can always remember. It's always good, in my opinion, to get, this is a Waterford crystal snowflake ornament for 2017. So it states the year on the ornament. It's something they put on they put on their tree every year, and they remember it. Like maybe that was the year they were married. We have one that was given to us as a wedding gift, and every year I put it on the tree, and it says the year on there, and I just remember that's my special one, and I always put it real close to the top, and it just, I don't know, that's just really special to me. So I always try to give this to people who maybe to a graduate, something like that, where every year they bring it out and remember, and it's also a great hostess gift. And I like that it has the year on it too. So always think of something like this for a special gift for someone too. So that is my suggestion list of different hostess gifts for this upcoming holiday season. There's a lot happening between now and the first of the year, including the first of the year festivities. And these are just a few items that you can think of to grab on your way out somewhere. Pick up a few things that you know you have them with you in your home in case someone stops by. You know, then you weren't expecting them, or you weren't expecting to receive a gift from them, and you'll have something to give to them. So thank you so much for joining me as always. I do have a couple more gift idea videos coming up, and they will be very similar to this, where we just try to cover some bases and just give you a couple more ideas. I always appreciate more ideas. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.